Welcome to Elliott Road in Centerville. The Mid-Cape area has many little enclaves of beautiful, substantial homes like this that are tucked away but very attractive to people who are looking for extraordinary residence with a lot of privacy that's not necessarily waterfront but has easy access to the water. So let's talk a little bit about that. Here we are in Centerville. Osterville is just to our west. Hyannisport is just to our east. Here we are in Centerville, south of Route 28, which is important. Centerville is great because you have easy access to Hyannis, Home Depot, fine dining, Main Street, Nantucket ferries, really good infrastructure like that, 3 miles away. It's right here. But you're south of 28, so you can stay away from that major throughway and go along the shore roads almost all the way to Cotuit and to Yarmouth without getting involved with any kind of traffic situation. So that's why one of the reasons why Centerville and Osterville and West Hyannisport and Hyannisport are popular among people who are looking for a Cape Cod, an easy, relaxed Cape Cod lifestyle. So this is a substantial home. We have 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, 2 half baths. We have an in-law apartment, legal in-law apartment over the 2-bay garage. Substantial home. You'll see in the back it's got a beautiful pool, really lovely setting. This property sold for $2,395,000. A great value. It's got solar panels that deliver 110% of the energy it uses, so it's really a good value at 2.4. One of the real strong draws beyond what I just described in terms of transportation and staying out of the fray is little secret amenities that many of these neighborhoods and houses have. For example, this property, you walk down one house away is Elliott Road, and so it's about, I would say, 75 steps to a secret path that goes straight down through the Craigville Conference Center under a nice canopy of trees and ends up at Covell's Beach. So you're taking your wagon, you're walking about 3/4 of a mile, a 15-minute walk, and you're at a resident-only beach. Very cool, really, really nice. So let's talk a little bit about the process of listing, selling, buying a house like this. So of course the phone rings and the sellers, Tara and Steve, say, hey, look, it's time for us to shift gears here. We're moving on. Can you come over and look at the house and share with us what you think it would take to get it ready to sell and what we should do, what we shouldn't do, what it's worth, so forth and so on. That's what we did here, a market analysis, did some prep work, beautiful home, not a lot of prep required. And of course, excellent photography is really important. So that's a big part of it. And then of course we open the house up to qualified. We make it available to qualified buyers. Qualified is important, especially with a property like this. So folks will come through. I think the third party eventually purchased the home. So we have an offer to purchase, a little negotiation there. And then we do a home inspection generally. Some buyers don't need a home inspection, especially with a house like this, which is in great condition and only about 20 years old. We'll go through the home inspection and get to what's called a purchase and sale agreement, which is an 8 to 10 page document which gets very specific about the property and the transaction. And generally buyers and sellers are represented by attorneys at that point because the language is attorney language, and so that's helpful. And once we get through purchase and sale agreement, then it's really time to pack boxes and for the buyer to get ready to move in. It's a pretty exciting time for everybody involved. Generally, about 6 weeks from the time we have an accepted offer to purchase to a closing. Why so long? Well, we've got to do a home inspection, so that takes a week or 10 days. Purchase and sale agreement at the end of that period. And then generally financing. With a cash transaction, it can be shorter, 3 weeks to a month. But with a financing transaction, you really need to give the bank some time to do their due diligence, to do their appraisal, to fund the loan, so forth and so on. So it's really about 6 weeks from the time we have an accepted offer to purchase to the time we close. This house is closing a week from today. So The moving trucks are going to be here early next week, and they'll be moving out. We'll do a final walkthrough with the buyers, and then the closing happens at an attorney's office, and funds are exchanged, and keys are given, and the new buyers move in. Okay, great. So now we're going to go around back and look at the pool and the private yard. They're busy packing inside, and they have a 2-year-old, so we're going to leave them alone. But we'll take a look on the outside. You're going to love this. This is really nice. Very private, pastoral, certainly an estate setting. Oh, look at this. Look at this beautiful pool. Of course, they're moving, so the furniture's kind of jumbled up, but personally, I would love to jump in here right now. It's about 80 degrees out. This is absolutely gorgeous. And of course, you've got plenty of entertaining area, sound system. You've got 2 grills. So sometimes we lose power here on the Cape with the hurricanes and so forth. Happens about once a year. Generator's really important. And you can see it over there in the corner by the fence. It'll come on automatically and power the house so you don't lose heat or air conditioning. And you can see the solar panels up here. They provide about 110% of the energy that the house uses. So they're getting a check every month, which is really good. We're not in the flood zone, so we don't have to worry about that. We do have a pool, so that's going to get covered every winter. A well-built and designed home like this is not 100% maintenance free, but it's a low maintenance situation. Of course, you've got the folks coming to mow the lawn, but all of these plantings are of course perennials, so you really don't have to do anything except enjoy the beautiful property. That's a good example of some of the significant homes that are available in these little enclaves in the Mid-Cape area, and certainly Outer Cape as well. But when you're ready, we'd be happy to help you find your piece of Cape Cod. You can give us a call anytime, 508-375-1000. This is Chuck Tuttle saying, I hope you make it a great Cape Cod day.